I have been digging through electric scooters and similar threads to figure out what adult riders actually recommend, not just what's marketed. From commuting to high-speed weekend rides, Reddit users have tested it all. This post sums up the most mentioned scooters based on real-life experience, not just spec sheets. Number 1. Apollo Electric Scooter. For anyone looking to make most of their trips around town on an electric kick scooter, I recommend the Apollo Go. 8 out of 10, Wired recommends. It's not the lightest scooter, not the fastest, nor does it have the longest range, but it triangulates these points to offer the best combination of specs. At 46 pounds, carrying the Apollo Go up a few flights of stairs isn't a back-killing task. It folds down with a simple latch system, though the latch requires some force to pull down, and the stem locks into the deck. The riding experience is excellent, with plenty of power from the dual 350-watt motors. Self-healing 9-inch tubeless tires pair with front and rear suspension to offer a decently smooth ride. I also love the ability to customize the gears to your preferred speeds via Apollo's app. Don't care for the 28 miles per hour top speed and want to only ride at 15 miles per hour? Set it up in the app and you're good to go. I also maxed out the regenerative braking in the app, so I rarely had to use the rear drum brake and just use the reg and thumb brake to come to a quick halt. Apollo includes a lot of extras, too, like a bell, excellent turn signals, LED lighting for visibility, a headlight, and a dot display that is super visible in broad daylight. The Apollo Go is a great all-around scooter and an excellent first ride for anyone looking to enter the world of micromobility. Number 2. Segway Ninebot Max G3 Electric Scooter. Segway's Max G3 is nearly identical in price to the Apollo Go, but it offers more power and range with a weight trade-off. That extra oomph is enough to make it reliable for longer commutes, like if you're scooting to the office and back home. But my favorite part of the Max G3 is its 3.5-hour recharge time. I've had so many situations where I did not take my scooter somewhere because I forgot to charge it, and it needed 6 or 12 hours to get back to full. That hasn't been an issue with this Segway. Just pop it on the charger, and roughly 3 hours later, you're good to go. Even better is that the charger doesn't have a giant AC brick attached. It's a simple, lightweight cable that's easy to pack, so you can quickly recharge at the office or even a coffee shop. I predominantly rode the scooter in drive mode, which maxes the top speed at 16 miles per hour. You can put it in sport to go 20 miles per hour, and if you unlock the speed boost in the app, you can max out at 28 miles per hour. Drive mode was plenty for me, and legal in New York City, and it enabled a healthy range without worrying about the battery dying. I ended my trip from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, to 36th Street in Midtown, and then back home with around 25% remaining, roughly 18 miles, and I could probably go an extra mile or two further. Speeds decreased a smidge going up the slope of the Williamsburg Bridge, though that didn't happen in sport mode. It's plenty powerful. The 11-inch self-sealing tires, paired with the dual hydraulic suspension, also make for a relatively smooth ride. Number 3. Niu KQi 300X Electric Scooter. Niu's KQi 300X is an all-terrain upgraded version of the older KQi 3 Pro, which was my top recommended scooter for some time. This model has a just as easy-to-use folding mechanism, and when you fold the stem down, it locks into place at the deck automatically. It weighs a bit more at 49 pounds, but the stem is thin, so it's easy to grasp and carry up a flight of stairs. It's a well-rounded riding experience that rivals the Apollo Go, with great suspension and thick 10.5-inch tubeless tires. The dual-disc brakes come to a quick stop, though I set the regenerative braking to the max and relied on it most of the time. I rode the Williamsburg Bridge in Brooklyn back and forth, and it hardly skipped a beat. By default, it goes up to 20 miles per hour, but if you pair it with the Niu app, you can unlock the fastest 23 miles per hour speed. The range is noticeably better than the older model, and I measured this while typically riding at its top speed. Meaning if you limit the speed, you'll be able to go further. My only gripe is that there are no quick speed modes to cycle through on the display. You're stuck with e-save mode, which goes up to 10 miles per hour, and then the default mode, which goes up to 23 miles per hour. In the app, you can enable a dynamic mode that lets you set a custom speed. But weirdly, when you switch to this via the display, it flashes e-save mode to indicate it's turned on. It's not very intuitive. I wish there were basic modes to choose from without hopping into the app. You also get turn signals, but they're annoyingly not time-based and don't turn off automatically. Enticed by the 300X? It's worth considering the Niu KQi 300P. It's nearly identical, but has a slightly lesser motor and range at a lower price. Number 4. Segway Ninebot Max G2 Electric Scooter. If you're looking for a scooter that can do just about everything well, with a long range to boot, check out the Segway Ninebot Kick Scooter Max. It can go up to 40 miles on a single charge, handle hills with grades up to 20%, and carry riders up to 220 pounds. Its 10-inch pneumatic tires are great at absorbing bumps in the road, and it folds easily for storage. The tires are self-healing and will automatically cover the puncture through the use of an interior liner. So, even if you roll over a nail or sharp rock, you'll be able to continue driving without requiring an immediate replacement tire. At just over 40 pounds, it's heavier than some commuter scooters, but in part that's thanks to the bigger battery for extended range. While 40 miles won't take you on long-range adventures, it certainly lasts for multiple weeks of scootering around town. It's slightly more expensive than other options on this list, but considering how well-rounded the e-scooter is, we think it's worth every penny. Number 5. Navee Electric Scooter. This S65C electric scooter from Navee looks similar to many other models on this list, but comes with tons of small luxuries and improvements. Most notably, this scooter has a dual suspension system that absorbs impact on uneven terrain. So, even if you take it off paved streets, the suspension keeps up with your travels. On that same commute from Brooklyn to Midtown, I found myself most impressed by the multiple drive modes. The default mode was perfect for going around my neighborhood and busier, more traffic-heavy streets. This mode tops out at around 12 miles per hour, but is more energy efficient on the battery. The sport mode reached 20 miles per hour on the straightaway across the Williamsburg Bridge, and served as a perfect way to make it to work on time in the morning. While it takes on a higher energy output to power up inclines and over long stretches of open road, it did end up saving a ton of time, evening out the battery usage.